Hello there, and welcome to this pick a card reading. What do you need to know right now on your twin flame journey? My name is Luana. If you're new to this channel, I have been working professionally as a psychic medium and an energy healer for over 4 years now, and I specialize in helping twin flames heal and come into union with their counterpart. And we talk about all things spirituality, ascension, personal healing, but this is going to be a pick a card reading. And so I want you to just take a moment and connect with your intuition. Take a deep breath and put your hand on your heart. And I want you to ask your guides to direct you to the pile which you are most resonant with. Which pile has the message that is meant for you? So for pile one, we have an amethyst crystal. Pile two is a clear quartz crystal. Now, I want to mention that as you're choosing your pile, it's possible that you might be drawn to more than one pile. If that is the case, just watch the pile that you're most dominantly drawn to, as that will be your main message, and then you can watch the second pile, keeping in mind that maybe you're not as drawn to it, but there might be a smaller message, or some of the themes in the second pile might be resonating with you on a smaller scale. So take a moment and just intuitively choose your pile. Feel free to pause the video. Otherwise, we're going to get right into it. All right, if you have chosen pile number one, the amethyst crystal, here are the cards that came out for you. So, okay, interesting energy. Everything is in reverse here. We have the Knight of Pentacles reversed, High Priestess reversed, Chariot reversed, Four of reversed, and the Queen of Cups reversed. So if you've chosen pile number one, there's a lot of blocked energy here. I'm hearing in your solar plexus. We can really see that in the Chariot reverse card. This is really the card of masculine energy. It's also, sitting in the middle of the reading, so that tells me that everything else around it is kind of centered around this solar plexus energy. In this reading, we're going to be talking about your masculine energy. So in the twin flame connection and dynamic, when you incarnate as a twin flame, we often refer to the two polarities as the divine feminine and the divine masculine. But every single person, regardless of their dominant polarity, has masculine and feminine energy. I feel like in this reading, we're going to be talking about your masculine energy, whether you identify as the divine feminine or the divine masculine. We're going to be talking about how to heal your masculine energy. And if you are feminine, this is also going to strongly tie into kind of helping and shifting to see physical change in your divine masculine, as when we heal our internal masculine, the external mirrors that. I'm really getting for most of you, if not all of you, and I feel like some of you watching this might identify as the divine masculine, but there's some kind of wound, like a mother wound here. What spirit is kind of showing me in the energy is there was a mother figure who was very out of touch with her feminine energy, might have been very emotionally reactive. I'm hearing neglect, like might have been neglectful for your needs emotionally as a child. And there's something about like being very, very afraid of losing stability in her life. And this might reflect in how right now you might be struggling financially or in terms of your financial security. What I also see here is that this mother figure, and I'm saying mother, but this could apply to both of your parents and how they related to their feminine energy. So take it how it applies, but there's definitely like a total refusal to connect with the intuition. Like your mother or your parents were so against using the intuition, we're very logically minded. And yeah, and I also want to mention on the bottom of the tarot deck, I always read at the bottom card, we have the Five of Pentacles, which is that card of lack. So right now, I feel like what's happening for you on your twin flame journey, what you might be seeing reflected back to you is total lack of contact. That will apply for some of you. If there is still contact, it feels like there's strained communication, like things aren't flowing. There's just frustration and sadness and a lot of kind of lower energies. And spirit, okay, well, wow, that card just fell to the side. Um, the Ten of Pentacles underneath. I feel like this reading is coming out because Spirit wants to help you shift into this Ten of Pentacles energy. Um, I'm hearing the words Akashic record, so you might benefit from doing a reading or a clearing of your Akashic records. Um, it's basically the book of life where all our experiences are stored. Your twin flame connection, though, your guides want you to know, even though the reading up until now has been a lot of blocked energy and a lot of, you could call it negative energy, but that really is just a label. You came in with actually a soul lesson and a soul level intention to create a very stable, very abundant, and just a thriving kind of home life and a partnership. I really see that with the Ten of Pentacles. You know, it was on the bottom of the deck and this card kind of slipped away and revealed it. And so it's almost like beneath all of these blockages, you are creating this long-term stable relationship, home life dynamic. I feel like one of your soul intentions was to actually help society and help other people be able to create a new type of relationship dynamic, kind of like you're healing the old relationship paradigms and creating an entirely new one. I have the Queen of Wands underneath that. Yeah, you'll be stepping into that divine feminine energy. You could very well, if you're watching this, you could be very early on in your journey. And when I say early on, I'm referring to the point of time when you awaken versus when you start doing the healing. So some people, and I've worked with, so many people, there's some twin flames who meet their twin flame very early on in life, but then they don't experience the awakening until later. I don't feel like that's going to apply to all of you. I feel like a lot of you who are watching this and who have picked this pile will resonate with being someone who has met their twin flame and then instantly that spiritual awakening kind of happens. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle some of my other decks to get more messages because I kind of feel that my guides are shifting in that direction. All right, so we have gone ahead and pulled out the Whispers of Love Oracle deck. This is such a beautiful deck for relationship messages around the heart. It's a very heart chakra, upper chakra centered deck. Let's see what the cards are. Wow, the first card is spend quality time together. I actually feel like this is referring to spending time with your inner child and spending time with yourself. There's just a feeling of like needing to get reacquainted with yourself. And the more that you do that, the more that you're going to be able to spend quality time with your twin flame and just have more opportunities with them. And there's also a message here for some of you to really cherish and to savor the moments that you do have with your twin flame. This also refers to friendships and relationships in general. Oh, for some of you, I'm hearing like pets. Like you could have, okay, that message came through so strongly. You probably heard it in my voice. Some of you might have like cats or dogs or like other small animals. Spend quality time just in connection. Oh my gosh, my guides are drawing me to what is that? Kind of looks like purpley flowers, lavender. Well, it's a tree, so I'm not really sure that that's lavender, but they're drawing me to the purple flowers. And that's so interesting because for me, purple flowers has been a symbol that my guides have used to communicate with me. But for some of you, purple flowers, even talking about activating your crown chakra, like there's a lot of spiritual energy for you. I also recommend pile one, start working with the violet flame. This is such a powerful energy healing modality for twin flames because it is the flame of freedom. It's so good at clearing karma and healing, negative energies between people in relationships. If you want to start working with the violet flame, I have depending on when you're watching this, I have a twin flame healing class that I'm hosting on April 20th of 2024. So if you're seeing this video before that has happened, go sign up for that. And we're going to be working with the violet flame. But pile one, that is a very powerful energy that you could tap into. Next card we have here is love is all around you. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as truth. And I'm feeling so drawn to go to the guidebook for this card in specific. And it says, look around and recognize that love is showing itself to you always. It comes in the smile on a stranger's face, simple acts of kindness, and the warm sun in a blue sky. Life is wonderful. How lucky you are to be so loved. Yeah, there almost needs to be this acknowledgement acknowledgement from you of the love that already exists in your life, and to really try and focus on the positive, loving aspects that are already around you. I'm being drawn to all these people on the card that could be past relationships, like have gratitude for past relationships. It's going to help you to kind of, you know, surmount and heal any of the blockages that you're experiencing right now that we did in the first card pull. But just to shift your mindset is really going to help you shift your vibration. If you feel you need a little more love, look around you, take in all that is happening. Look at look at all everything you have. Okay, I don't think that's written correctly. Look at all everything you've achieved. Feel love from family, neighbors, friends, your coworkers, pets, or animals in nature. Yeah, there we go with the pets and the animals again. Can you feel the love? Think about the love in your life that you may not have noticed. Love comes in diverse shapes and varieties. Know who and what you love, and who and what loves you in return. Yeah. So just acknowledge the love that is already there, and that's going to help you call in more love. We had the Five of Pentacles earlier when I shuffled the tarot, and I feel like that card can sometimes denote the fact that we're so focused on lack. Here is something that my guides have kind of said to me, and this is something that I've been channeling for myself even lately. It's that if you're looking for lack, you are always going to find it, because you can create lack out of nothing. You could be sitting in your $10 million mansion by the ocean, and you could still think of things that you don't have, right? Like you could have your dream relationship, your dream body, your dream career, and you can still always create something that you don't have. It's like infinite. So your guides want you to kind of notice where your mind begins to spiral in that way, and to really, put your foot down with that. And the phrase put your foot down came through. So this also might refer to other people in your reality who are speaking negatively, and you're kind of absorbing that energy. So that is the message there. Just be mindful of that. Then we have oh my God. Okay, so this is express your love through gifts. And when I was reading this card, I heard the word gifts come through, but I didn't say anything yet. So interesting, this card came through. Express your love through gifts. A small token of love can convey great appreciation. It's in the reverse position, but the message that I was actually getting around gifts over here was that for some of you, you might actually be receiving gifts and not fully letting yourself accept it because you feel like you don't deserve it. For some of you, I'm hearing this could be relating to a promotion or things at your job. You might be, receiving certain praise in your work, in your job, but not letting yourself absorb it and acknowledge it. So allow yourself to receive all of that positive energy that's coming to you. The reason that you don't receive it is because you feel like you don't deserve it. You also feel like if you let yourself celebrate, then you're getting lazier, you're letting yourself off the hook, you're not going to do as much work. But just let that go and just receive. And all of that is shifting you away from this lack energy into this energy of abundance, which is really what you want, which is going to ripple across and heal your twin flame connection. It's so interesting, and I say this all the time when I'm in a session with someone, a client, but the more that we can receive more love in our life, in every area of our life, the more that we can receive love in our twin flame connection, because your twin flame connection is connected to everything else, right? Like it's so deeply connected to who you are. It branches out in every area of your life. I feel like talking about this card first. So this is relationship patterns. It takes strength to recognize the need for change and love who you are. You are divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. Even before I saw this card, I was like, these two need to be read together. And I was so drawn to the mirror on this card. There's this woman who's looking in the mirror, and there's like a reflection staring back at her. It's so important that you okay, how do I phrase this message? Someone's guides really want to get this across. I feel like this is like a long-standing pattern for some of you. It's okay to like who you are. And for some of you, I feel like you've had a mother figure, or you've had people around you who just hate themselves, or who are just so mean to themselves. And it's almost like demonized in your eyes to like yourself. But what other option is there for you? When it comes to living and enjoying your life, like if you don't like yourself, you're not going to be able to enjoy anything in your life because you are the center of your life. For some of you, I'm feeling like you've been told growing up to not be selfish, and you've somehow equated that to like not being able to love yourself, but your guides are just saying it's time to let that go. Really strongly, someone's guides are coming through and like hammering that message home. Like, I also just encourage you, if you're watching this reading and you're resonating with it, every single day, go to your mirror and just say loving affirmations to yourself and just appreciate everything that you do for yourself and what it takes to be you. And Spirit is showing me that you're going to transform and you're going to blossom. You can see, and this is a woman who's like merged with the ship on this card. And she's almost like dancing and blossoming. You're going to move forward in your life. For a lot of you, this is a long time coming. You might have gone through periods of time in your life where, you know, for some of you, you might be 30, 40s, where in your past, you just didn't allow yourself to just appreciate who you are. It's almost like you're meant to be spending this quality time with yourself and with your twin flame, where you're being awoken to the fact that, yes, you're allowed to love yourself. You're allowed to be there for yourself. Right now, that's what Spirit wants you to focus on. Spirit wants you to focus on just spending time with yourself and getting back in touch with your heart. Like, really, self-love is a big thing. And if you, pile one, if you have rose quartz, just sitting with rose quartz, sitting with it and meditating with it, because it has such a, one of my mentors says rose quartz has a surprisingly powerfully gentle energy, which is kind of an oxymoron, right? But it is that gentleness is so powerful. So that's really the message there. I'm gonna pull one more. I'm gonna pull a few more cards from a different deck for you, pile one. All right, pile one. Your last card is this card. Wow. Oh, that's so sweet. This is the Fairies Oracle. This card says, protect your dreams. You are the guardian of your precious dreams and they are safe in your care. Keep them close to your heart until you're ready to release them. Pile one, you're at such a cocoon energy right now in your twin flame journey. And what your guides really want you to know is that you don't necessarily have to tell everyone what your dreams are, even when it comes to visions of this relationship. Like for some of you, I've definitely worked with some of you who have this energy. You get other people involved in your business, in your feelings, in your relationships, and it drains you because you start getting all this, you know, toxic advice and opinions from other people when it's so irrelevant. What Spirit wants you to know is that your journey and your life experience is so special and so relevant to you, and not everyone's going to understand that. And so it's okay to keep these things to yourself, and you're not being selfish. I swear, you know, those of you who picked pile one, you've been told that you shouldn't be selfish, or that, you know, you are selfish for acting a certain way, but selfishness has nothing to do with self-love. It's kind of like when we're in a self-sacrificial energy, we're encouraging everyone else around us to also be in that energy, and that is not for anyone's highest good. And so it's really for your highest good and for the good of everyone, for you to love yourself and to keep your dreams close to your heart and those visions close to your heart. It's so funny. They're almost drawing me to the image on the back. There's like these two keys, these twin keys. It's like you and your twin flame have certain healing keys for the rest of humanity, of society. And so it's in the best interest of everyone for you to cherish yourself and protect yourself, because as you flourish, everyone around you does too, because you are carrying these frequencies that will activate and heal other people. It's so connected to your mission and to your purpose. So yeah. Pile one, that was your reading. Let me know in the comments what really struck a chord with you. And be sure to follow for more, because I'm going to be posting so many more pick a card readings and twin flame readings. Pile one, you can expect so much more information from your guides to come through. All right, pile one, that was your reading, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, if you have picked pile two, the clear quartz, welcome to your reading, pile two. So let's pull some cards for you. Now we're gonna pull 6 cards, which is one more than pile 1. All right, we've got the King of Swords, 6 of Cups. Wow, okay, the energy is already very different from pile 1. Everything in pile 1 was reversed, which is interesting, to say the least. Nine of Cups, Strength reverse, Death, Temperance. Let's shift everything over here. Temperance reversed, and on the bottom of the deck, we have the World reversed. So let's put this somewhere you can see. So pile 2 right away, I can see that you are a seasoned veteran. You've been on this twin flame journey for a while. You kind of know your stuff. You've done some research. You've done some self-healing. For some of you, you have put in a lot of work to heal yourself. I'm not even reading the cards. I'm literally just feeling the energy for pile 2. And you've achieved some stuff. You made some breakthroughs. But what is really kind of drawing me in, first of all, is the World reversed. Oh, that's so funny. We have the Page of Cups underneath. The World reversed, I feel like you are in a bit of an energy of, oh, this is interesting energy. I always think that, when I'm even in one-on-one sessions, especially when I'm reading for a client, sometimes when you're reading for someone who has been or is further along the journey, the energy is a little more complex than those at the beginning, because by the time that you're a seasoned veteran, as someone's guides are saying, you have unlocked so many layers of energy. You have brought in so many different past life energies that you're clearing and healing and releasing. You've done ancestral healing. You've, healed childhood wounds, societal wounds. So straight off the bat, I feel like if you picked pile number 2, I even have a sense that most of you who have clicked on this reading have probably picked pile 2. Or are drawn to pile 2 the most, because there is a crazy amount of energy here compared to the first pile. Spirit, there's a lot of layers in this energy, and Spirit is going to bring the layers through one by one. So if you've picked pile 2 and you find that like one layer that I'm dissecting isn't resonating, don't worry, because that might be for someone else, and just keep watching and we'll get to your layer of energy. So I just want to get that out of the way, because there's a lot of energy here. So pile 2, first message. I feel like you are very familiar with change. Spirit is saying hit a plateau. I feel like you've done a lot of healing work. You might have even seen progress with your twin flame. Some of you might be with your twin flame. You might be in contact with your twin flame, or even in some kind of relationship with them. But you feel like you've hit a plateau emotionally. You're kind of like, okay, what now? Like, it's almost this feeling of wanting to do more. And for some of you, I feel like you're really focused on your career or your achievements. And you're not too worried about your twin flame connection and the romantic or the emotional aspect of it. That will apply to some of you, but I actually feel like if that is resonating with you, there are deeper unconscious worries that are coming to the surface that will be revealed to you, or that you might even be realizing right now in this reading. There is a feeling of being down on yourself, of not feeling super enthusiastic about your life, about who you are, about your personality, about what you can accomplish. For some of you, I feel like you grew up in a house where it was almost encouraged, or like the default way to, want to achieve, but then like cap out your achievements at a certain point. I'm with the, King of Swords here. This can obviously relate to a father figure, but I just feel like could be relating to both parents. Like both of your parents might have that kind of like achievement oriented energy. And I feel like I'm hearing, I just want more. Like I want more with my life. That's what I'm hearing is the energy. And Spirit wants to help you get to this next level. For some of you, I'm getting a message that a lot of what is holding you back is first of all, you have a lot of what you want, but you're not fully satisfied. You want more. A lot of you, I feel, are almost afraid of what other people are going to think. Whether you're or like up leveling your current relationship with your twin flame, or whether you are someone who is calling in your twin flame, you haven't met them yet. That will apply to some of you. Like I said, there's so many different energies here. Whatever it is, Spirit is saying they want you to align with your true desires. Like, don't cap yourself off just because you're afraid that you're not going to be able to go for more. I'm hearing the words past failure for some of you. There might specifically be past failures that are eating away at your subconscious mind, which is subconsciously preventing you from taking the steps or from trying to up level. I'm hearing fear of rejection. Some of you might be facing this fear of rejection from your twin flame. This is such an interesting energy. Like, some of you might already have some kind of relationship with them, but you're afraid to take it to the next level or to make a move or to make a gesture. Some of you really might be the divine masculines or really working on themes around your inner masculine energy right now, because there is such an energy around that. Let's see. I just keep feeling this message from Spirit, from your guides, that the only way to really get through this is to just take action on what it is that you want to take action on. Whether you are the divine masculine and that means taking action towards your divine feminine, or whether it's making an advancement in your career. This applies to feminines too. Like, if you're someone who really wants to move forward in your career, I'm hearing like arts for some people. Some people here might be really focused on the arts in terms of their career. There's really a need for you, and this will help you because like I said, this is such a complicated energy, multi-layered energy. For some of you, there's really a need to just connect with your crown chakra, your purpose. You can use Amethyst to help you open your crown, connect with your crown. For some of you, I feel like if you can really understand why you came here and what your purpose is, taking action is going to be so much easier, because then you're going to actually fully understand why you feel drawn to take the action that you feel drawn to take. And that is really going to help you. So I'm going to go to a different deck and we're going to pull some cards on your purpose, because I feel like there needs to be a bit of a crown chakra activation for you to be able to move forward. So let's do that. All right, pile two. So these are, first of all, this is the Frequency Tarot by Teal Swan. Amazing deck. She painted all of these because she can see energy and frequency as geometric shape, which I think is incredible. Super cool. Yeah, so we have self-exploration in the reverse on the bottom of this deck. And pile two, to put it simply, I feel like you're kind of hiding part of yourself. Am I not talking about purpose here? Self-exploration reversed, and we have uplift beneath that. Your purpose is to uplift other people. Whether you are in the arts as actor, a singer, songwriter, performer, or whether you're just in that industry, on social media, this has to do with connecting with other people. Productivity, nurture, empowerment in the reverse, immunity in the reverse. Okay, I see the picture here. Pile two, I feel like, and this is so interesting. This is mirrored in your twin flame connection. This applies to being afraid to be seen trying in your life. Some of you, I'm hearing you really want to start something, but you just haven't. I don't know why I'm getting such like a social media energy here. Pile two, you might really want to share your spiritual ideas online, or you might want to be an influencer type of person, but you're like questioning yourself and you're thinking, well, is that even helpful to society? Because you're such a sensitive old soul and you really deeply care about your impact on other people. So with immunity in the reversed and empowerment in the reversed, you are really feeling at the mercy of what other people think about you. I'm hearing for some of you that past experiences of being in the spotlight or being in front of other people really made you feel weak and made you feel disempowered. And so you've almost been hiding from your purpose. If you, and again, another really multi-layered energy, this won't apply to everyone, but if your twin flame has been running from you, or if you have been running from your twin flame, or if the things in your life, the goodness in your life just seems to elude you, it is because there's almost like this energy of running from the self. Now, I know that everyone says when you're running from your twin flame, you're just running from yourself. That is kind of like a loose metaphor or a comparison that someone's guides are bringing through here. So, pile two, you really need to set up some stronger boundaries with people in your life. You might think that you have good boundaries, but spirit is getting really specific here. It's almost like on the surface, okay, you might have really strong boundaries with people, but then, like, for example, someone says something and it's like crossing your boundary, or they're saying something out of line, or, stating their opinion where their opinion hasn't been asked for, stuff like that, and kind of like projecting onto you. You might be the kind of person to set boundaries with them in the moment, but then you're going to go home and dwell on what they said for hours. So this is like almost having boundaries with yourself. Like if you're going to set boundaries with someone and tell them, hey, that's not cool, you also have to set boundaries within yourself to not then go home and dwell on what they said for hours. Have boundaries and limitations with yourself. Like for some of you, I think inner child healing is going to be really, really powerful and impactful for you here. With empowerment in the reverse, for some of you, I'm hearing like a mother figure is kind of, you might be really influenced by what your mother thinks, or that might be a pattern that you picked up, like people pleasing. This just feels like a maternal wound. So spirit really wants you to nurture your gifts, nurture your dreams, nurture your passions. I don't know, I'm getting the urge to flip this over. Synchronicity and catalyst. I feel like you're someone who is actually placed on this planet to activate other people. Like your presence, your energy is meant to inspire other people, just like in that uplift card that we had on the bottom of the deck here. Synchronicity is going to carry you towards your destiny and your purpose. And you are meant to be the catalyst for other people. So, I mean, I've shuffled this deck really well, but we have 59 and 60. It's like taking one step at a time, like you're moving forward. And oh, okay, that's so funny. This message came through. Your guides are saying that things will align for you in a really synchronous way. And just like these cards have aligned in order 59, 60, like it's the next logical step. You're going to be guided to take the next logical step. And it's going to be so synchronistic, just like these numbers. Like it's going to be step 59, step 60, step 61, so on and so forth. So it's synchronistic, and numbers might play a role for you. You might also be someone who's getting a lot of 333s or 3333. My gosh, pile two. There's such a creative energy to this pile, to the collective here. You'll have to let me know in the comments what you do or what your hobbies are, because this is a creative energy. Whether or not you're actually doing a creative career or whether it's a hobby or a passion, you have such a creative spirit, and I feel like you need an outlet for that. So really, pile two, just work on setting boundaries with yourself. When you set boundaries with other people, don't betray yourself by hyper-focusing on what they said, even though you told yourself, I'm not going to focus on that. Like really, really nurture yourself. And be there for yourself and address these mother wounds, this kind of people-pleasing wound, and that is going to help you actually take action on your dreams and towards your twin flame, if that applies to you. All right, pile two. I was going to pull one more card, but I'm actually getting the guidance to just, we'll pull one more card from this deck. Getting the guidance to kind of close the reading there. Oh, emotional expression, positive intention. What's that? Return to source. Okay, we're not gonna look at those. Spirit doesn't want to look at those. Just these two cards. Oh, and they're falling everywhere. Okay. Positive intention, emotional expression. What did I say? Such a creative energy. Like, just express yourself from your heart and know that that is so impactful. Don't overthink it. Don't think like, oh, what are people going to think about this? Just express yourself and you will almost build this following of people, or this could apply also in your community of just people who really look up to you, who are inspired by you. Like, you are in such a leadership energy. And so that is also why you're being called, and this applies to some of you, you're being called to take action in your twin flame connection, because taking action towards your twin flame is actually helping you to take action towards your dreams, because your twin flame connection is here to support you as a partnership, right? So the challenges that you are made to go through in your relationship with your twin flame directly is going to help you with your purpose and your life at large and your impact on other people. You are meant to impact other people in a really positive way. You are a light worker, or as my guys like to say, light bringer. And pile 2, I'm getting the message that if you take this action, big change is going to show up in your life. Big change. Really big change. And you're going to step into the role that you were always meant to step into. And you'll have such a positive forward momentum from that. And whatever it is that you're wanting right now, whatever it is that you have your eye on, Spirit is saying it is possible. Go for it. Don't hold back. We're here to support you. Work through these fears. You know that every fear is from a wound. So if you heal the wound, the fear can go. And you'll be successful. And you're so supported. Pile 2, you don't just have spirit guides supporting you. You have real physical people in your reality, or who you're going to meet, who are actually meant to support you. So you can only meet those people when you take that action. So Spirit is saying, take that action. Express yourself positively with your positive intention. And have strong boundaries. Yeah. All right, pile 2. That is your reading. I hope this reading resonated with you. Please comment down below what it is that you do. I'm dying to know. I'm so curious what your profession is, what your hobby is. As always, let me know in the comments how this video resonated. And also, please feel free to comment what other types of pick a cards and readings that you do want to see. I am a generator by human design, so a lot of my content ideas and the things that I put out are in response to what people ask. So please, please ask. Otherwise, pile 2, feel free to subscribe and follow for more. I'm going to be posting so many more of these readings on this channel for twin flames, spirituality, ascension, and healing. Pile 2, I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful rest of your day. Take care, and I will see you in the next video.